Hey, it's Double T from 96.7 The Eagle. Got my old friend, comedian Dobie Maxwell with me, hanging out. Thanks for coming in, Dobie.
Thanks for having me,
Great to see you. First of all, I got to ask you about, you threw out the first pitch of the Brewers game.
Yes.
Talk about that. How does that happen?
It happened 2 nights ago. I think I need Tommy John surgery.
Okay.
You go to the ball game and somebody that you don't know bounces it a couple times.
Right.
And you boo and it's really funny. But until you're that guy, you don't realize how daunting a task.
Oh yeah, there's so much pressure on you.
So much pressure. Now, I was a baseball player. I wanted to be, I had a tryout with the Kansas City Royals when I was 19.
Okay.
That's a lot of years ago, man.
Right.
I haven't picked up a ball in years. So my buddy of mine, Jim McHugh, comedian we know, is an umpire. He said, I got a bag of balls, come on out and throw some. So I threw it for about 20 minutes, and my arm is just, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So it actually went okay, and it 25,000 people.
Right.
The first time on stage as a comedian, I think there were like 10 people. So 25,000 people, my family was there, friends are there, and I just warmed up, and it zinged it right in there. And so thinking, oh, thank you, Lord. I just floated off the bound.
Nice. Now, how does that get set up? How does one do that?
I do have a friend who knows somebody at the Brewers, and they said, you know, do you want to, we could have him do it on a Monday or a Tuesday, because, now no offense, my name wasn't huge.
Right, you know, I get it.
If Frank Caliendo showed up, he'd have got a primetime game. But I did get it, and it was really fun. And the guy before me was a season ticket holder.
Okay.
Kind of like a perk there.
All right.
He bounced it. His friends booed. But he went before me, so I was easy to follow.
See, that's awesome. And then it made you look better.
It made me look great.
So that's awesome. Well, that's a really good honor for you, man. I appreciate you're sharing the story. So, well, you know, we've known each other a long time. You've done comedy here in Rockford, LTs and Texas Grill and some other places.
Honky tonks, gin joints, smoke-filled fornicatoriums all across the Rockford area. One
of my favorite highlights, you've always come on the radio with me and stuff, is you told a story about the bank robbery story, and you finally wrote a book about it.
Thank you. Yes.
Monkey in the Middle.
That is me back when I was cute, had hopes and dreams. A baby picture.
So, let's talk a little bit about this story. You had a friend and he robbed a bank.
Well, first of all, everybody has a best friend.
Right.
When you were a kid, you had a best friend, I'm sure. You grew up in your neighborhood and you meet him, you go through play Little League together, all that kind of stuff. That friend worked at a bank, and he decided that he wanted to rob that bank because he was head of security, and they fired him to put the $6 an hour rent-a-cops in there. The bad timing was when he decided to rob it was when he and I were going to Las Vegas, because I had been fired from a radio station I worked at, and I had a rental car, and we wanted to get away and clear our heads a little bit. So we had $105,000 of stolen bank money in my trunk of the rental car that I had in my name as we drove to Vegas and back, and he didn't tell me for almost a year.
I was going to say, that could have been a good trip to
Could have
Vegas.
been a great trip. Could have been a great trip, but I mean, thinking about it, oh my gosh, we have stolen money. If I would have known, what do you do?
Right.
You turn your buddy in. He didn't act like he had a lot of money. It was a great trip.
Okay.
He kept it quiet.
All right.
Then he lowers the boom about a year later, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm in it. He goes, yeah, the FBI is coming down on me. You didn't do it. I did. If they ask you who did it, tell them it was me.
Okay.
But they didn't show up.
All right.
Days became weeks, became months, became years.
So he got away with it.
He got away with it. Basically, I knew he robbed it. He knew he robbed it, but he wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. Life went on.
Okay.
A couple of years later, I had a car accident. I wasn't doing too well, and my car was wrecked. So he's taking me back and forth to therapy. I had to learn how to walk all over again.
Best friend.
Best buddy. There was nobody else that would take me there. And as I was sitting in the car one day, he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm going to rob the bank again. Same bank.
Okay.
Think, oh my God. He said, I want you to stand out in front and watch me go in. My mom knows you. If I get caught, she's going to have a heart attack and die. So get in a cab, go tell her before the FBI gets there.
Okay.
I said, why don't you just not do it?
Yeah, well, you got away with it once. Why you got to do it?
Don't get greedy.
Right.
He said, I'm going to do this whether or not you approve. You're my best friend. I'm asking you one favor. So people say, well, I wouldn't have done that. I was at the lowest point in my life. He was my best friend. I did it. I said, yeah. Does this make you happy? Yes. So I did. And he robbed the bank. He said, I got a brand new costume. I'm going to show him. I'm going to stick it to him.
Right.
A gorilla mask, a tuxedo, and helium balloons like a gorilla gram.
And then he could go to a costume party.
He's walking like a gorilla would walk, and people wave, and he gave a kid a balloon. And I'm watching this thinking, this is the most brilliant scheme I've ever seen in my life, or the stupidest. He's going to get caught. He didn't get caught. And sure enough, and I got home, so I had to get home because he said, you know.
And you had to be freaking out.
Freaking out. I turned on the new news, 12 o'clock news. A man in a gorilla mask robbed the downtown bank today, and it's so surreal. And suspect still at large. So he got away with it.
Right.
So this was before cell phones. I couldn't text him. I couldn't call him. What do you do? Comes over an hour later. Did you watch the noon news today?
Right.
I said, buddy, you're out of your mind. So I knew then that I had to heal up from my accident, that he was crazy. He was going to do it again. He wanted to do it a third time.
Whoa.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to heal up. We're still friends, but I got to move on.
Right.
So I got a radio job in Reno, Nevada. So I moved to Reno. Then I cut ties with him, basically. Had a good thing going. Get out of town, as far away, 2,000 miles away. 6 months later, this is the Milwaukee FBI. And do you know so-and-so, my friend's name? Yeah, I know a friend. So they got me right back in it. And the moral of the story, I had to wear a wire for the government to get him to confess that he did it. That's a rough thing. Picture yourself. You're at a table with a wire on. Right. Your childhood best friend has to confess or you're going to prison.
You know, and we've joked about it that this would be a great movie and everything.
Oh, it sure would.
But going through it, I mean, it's like going through an actual movie. You know, wearing the wire. And do you think Al Pacino was going to show up or something? Or, you know?
Well, it's so funny because I'm on the phone trying to talk to him, and the FBI is giving me notes of what to say to him.
Yeah.
How to tell him. And I knew he wasn't going to say. And so they say, you know, meet for breakfast. Meet for breakfast. They kept saying it. So, well, let's meet for breakfast. And they said, you got to wear the wire. My lawyer's like, innocent people go to jail all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You got to wear the wire. So, you know, he's talking into my chest where we're eating, and you know, I know they're listening to us. He thinks they've got a microphone around the restaurant. It's right here. He's talking right into it. I felt guilty for about 10 seconds. I thought, no, you didn't feel guilty having $105,000 of stolen bank money in my car. Talk away, buddy. But he wouldn't. He never admitted it. We got outside after breakfast, and it was snowing out. He said, "Come on, let me give you a ride." I had to go testify in front of a grand jury, and if a listener ever did that, that's like the Roach Motel. You check in, you don't check out. There's no turning back. Right. And I said, "I can't be seen with you." Can you imagine if I sat in the car and a wire popped out?
Oh yeah.
He would have. What would have been done? I'd have been done. So sure enough, he said, look, the only people that know that I robbed the bank are you and me. You didn't do it. I did. You're innocent. They want me, not you. So when he said that, that's what got me off.
So you were done?
Done. But I thought we were going to plead it out. Right. It took about 6 months to get to the trial. Okay. And I was living in Reno. They flew me back from Reno, and I had to testify against them. The judge's like, you went practice for a trial, you're going for a trial. Wow. And the FBI said, I've never seen that before. Usually they just plead out. And that was the toughest thing in my life. And it's in the book. And people say, you know, wow, I couldn't stop turning pages. Well, think about living that. Right. And being a comedian at night. So there's about a 6 month period I thought I was going to prison. I got to be on with my lawyer on the phone for 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day, and then go on stage at night in a strange town and make people laugh.
That's tough.
Tough. It's really tough.
But how was it to write the book and get it out there for everybody?
It was like a tumor, like lancing a boil. It was so painful to go back to that time. I'm thinking you got to either get it done or it's going to rot inside. Right. So it got out. Now people read it and they quote me parts of it. They say, boy, it seems like another person, another lifetime ago.
Did you ever talk to the guy ever again?
Never did. Last time I talked to him, I had a wire on. People said, I don't have one now. People say, do you have one now? No, I don't have one. But yeah, that was a heck of a story. And our best friend, since when we were kids, he came out to the book signing and he said, "Yeah, he knows you wrote the book, and he feels bad. He knows he screwed you." Right. So what are you gonna do? Life goes on.
Right. Where can people get the book, Monkey in the Middle?
At my website, DobieMaxwell.com. It's Eckhartz Press, ECKHARTZ Press. The one button on my website will go there, or you can go to the press website and you can find it really easy.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy.
For coming out. See you, man. Great to see you. Yep. Check out DobieMaxwell.com, right?
Yeah. Could you play Freebird tomorrow?
Of course.
Thanks,
yeah. Buddy. Just for Dobie.